I am gonna be doing Oz run through from 1 to 41 just for the rank 2 boxes. Um, I guess the reason I'm starting to do this now is because there's gonna be a change in Oz where they're changing the Scarecrow stage where you can't find him in the fire and run away and he won't like aggro to you. They're gonna change it where I think he actually follows you, and so you have to actually have mechanics to survive. So I'm doing this while I can, while it's kind of easier. There's a lot of prep you can do for this. I kind of have a list of things, I suppose. I'll put them in the description, but I'll just go ahead and get started, I guess. So I'm gonna pop a totem, just makes it easier. Before I walk in, I just want to show I just have a tower boost ring, I have a invincibility top, I have a CD skip hat for, or CD, not skip, but like a cooldown hat for Lucid Soul, which I should actually equip. I'm just gonna narrate what I'm going through. If you didn't see, I entered with 5 stupid pills, like the really high time expensive ones. On this stage, I always remember that the right side is blue and yellow. I just think of the song Black and Yellow, but blue and yellow. I don't know. Whoever was in here really high carded, what the heck? I don't know if it's Oz etiquette, but I think if you put in like a 5+ card, it would be nice to reset it back to with a purple. See, I'm already getting unlucky with this. There you go. So for this stage, it's good to have pets. I forgot to mention, for the previous stage, it would be good to put the seal breaker card on pet ignore, just so you could keep pet loot on and manually loot it. I used to really hate this stage, but now I kind of wait for this pattern where you'll see the little sickle thing. I just got knocked off. You'll see the sickle thing on the downswing, and that's when you jump forward. So I just waited out for the pattern. Yeah, I see a lot of people that they just go straight forward, no care or whatever, and they're pretty good at it, but I suck, so I just I just wait for the pattern. Oh, I got too greedy, but I made it. So every floor that has like a 5 as the second digit, so like 5, 5, 15, 25, 35, all of those are like rest stages. So if you're not on totem, you can actually like chill there and just like, you know, literally rest. You can actually use those floors also to log out and change channel if someone's actually running in your channel and you want to switch, or if your channel is super laggy and you want to try a different one. As you can see, a lot of these stages a lot nicer when you have a totem for spawn. It takes a lot longer when you don't. I find that using a totem shaves off maybe like 10 minutes off a run, up to 41. Yeah, it's probably gonna be like a 50-minute video ish. Kind of depends on RNG, especially with the next stage. Yeah, when I'm doing this one, I kind of call out which one. Like, see right there, I tried 3 failed. Okay. Because you can see how these sparkle things kind of indicate which is the right path, so you don't need to remember or type it down. Okay, tried 3. Tried 3 and 4. Tried 2, 3, 4. So just keep doing that. You don't need to remember the floor before. Try 3. Oh, wow, that was actually really lucky. What the heck? So here I would pop holy symbol. 10, 20, 30, 40 have a boss, and if you have drop rate, which I run in all drop rate if I can. If you have enough damage to do it, it'll help with getting like Oz pouches and Oz boxes. This is another stage where it would be really good to have a totem. Have to kill 300 mobs. Feel free to use like a whole bunch of your attacks and summons that have long cooldowns. The next floor is like a straight up jump kind of quest, and the one after you don't really need any summons for either. I feel like they do a good job of separating the mobbing stages from stages that don't require any kind of skills. I mean like hunting skills. Oh, alright. So this is the first stage where hopefully you still have this quest, Old Letter, the Crossroad Party quest. So click it, bring the window all the way down. You see how you could highlight this map? So click it, and then just push enter after that pop-up. And then this allows you to bypass all the traps. Now here's also where the Oz top is handy, the invincibility top. So when you get hit and you have 2 extra seconds of invincibility, you could pretty much get through that whole part with just 1 hit. It's pretty nice. Right here, to get to this spike reliably, when you're walking by, try to jump at the very end and just hold the jump button as you're holding right as well. That usually gets you the momentum to get past it. Alright, so here, I'm not sure if you could tell, but there's these little indentations that have like more like shadows on them. I aim for those to jump onto those. So I aim on that one, and they're kind of like nicely spread out. If you could see all these dark indentations, so that's what I aim for. And that's just to avoid the holes in the floor. This is a stage where I use picture mode. I like to see everything if possible. These green meteors, they don't one-shot, but these blue ones do. And if you get hit by a blue one and you die, your run's gone. So I go to this area where you see how these stones, they're meeting up, and like there's like a freaking Lion King stone right here. Yeah, so I go here, I'm chilling because this is around where the mobs spawn, and I just wait until all the waves pass. Yeah, picture mode is just nice, so you can kind of see a little bit better if everything's covering. I think you can move. Oh, you can move this. I had no idea. Alright, so that. Oh. Okay. Well, that message says that's all the monsters, so you can actually move forward and just kill everything. Just make sure you take your time. Don't flash jump forward. You don't know if you're gonna flash jump into a meteor. This next stage is like a sniping stage where you have to shoot these bats. I wait until they bounce, and then when they're coming back up, that's usually when they're slow enough to target them, and you have plenty of time to do this. But if you miss like 3 times, you get a lot of time docked from your Oz time. Did I just wait for them on the upward trajectory? Oh. Okay. Next stage is a rest stage. You can use all your mobbing stuff here, even with the high cooldowns. The next stage is also a jump kind of quest, or jump stage. Yeah, as you can see, Lucid Soul is pretty useful. I was debating re-rolling my soul on my weapon. I could obviously do soul on a spare weapon, but it's just nice for mobbing, especially if you have a totem. Yeah, this is a jump stage, or jump quest kind of stage. Here's a spike. If you just walk into it straight up and hold right and up, you'll go straight into the vine. Or not. Just kidding. I don't usually jump from that angle, I jump from the one below. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, I usually jump from here and I hold right and up. And it propels me into the vine, so I could... that works for the most part for me, but you can just jump straight onto it and hold right. There's gonna be 3 vines here. On the 3rd vine is where you're gonna do an interesting tech. You see how there's this vine right here? You're gonna climb up until it starts to cover your feet, and then you're gonna jump off while holding right and count 4 hops while you're holding right. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll clear both of the spikes on that path. This stage you need 10 coconuts. There's actually a scenario, it's apparently it's super rare, but where you actually cannot get 10 coconuts after breaking all the boxes and hitting all the trees. Hopefully that doesn't happen on the time I record. You do have to kill all these clangs, or cling clang, whatever they're called. Is that a Pokemon? Lorang! Lorang and something. I don't know what the other one's called. I said cling and cling. Oh my god. This is totally unscripted. So... I'm just narrating. So each of these has like a 1-second delay or you can attack, so try to hit multiple by alternating between them. Now normally you would see like some text about how to do the stage, like what are the instructions and all that stuff. That could be used also as like a a break. It usually pauses the time. But I turned it off because once you're familiar with all the stages, you don't really need it. And it's just a whole bunch of clicking you have to go through. If she goes to this last vine, that's actually good RNG. It's a lot faster. The next stage is going to be a boss, so I'm just hopping HS ahead of time. For the most part, I think most people can one-shot the bosses. Hopefully, at least if you get to a point of doing Oz, I guess. Because it's not really a high priority if you're still not established on your main. But the fact that they're doing that Scarecrow change might be enough reason for you to start doing this. So it's something to think about. I don't really know mechanics for any of these bosses because by the time I started doing Oz, I could one-shot them. So here, you have to spawn Eliza by killing 300 of these mobs. And yeah, you could use all your summons and high cooldown things. Because the next stage is a really annoying jump quest that I hate. Oh my god. I'm probably gonna fail because I'm recording and I'm nervous. Definitely a useful stage to have totem on. It's a lot to kill. So yeah, once you spawn Eliza, you'll see some yellow text across the screen. Oh, it was there. I missed it. It was really quick. Alright, this is the notorious floor 22, the cloud jump quest. So there's a spike right here. I jump directly on it and then oh wow, I already messed up. I jump directly on it and then I kind of do another jump right after because there's a hole right here. I walk down. Once I hit this floor, I jump again. I use this cloud to cover my right eye. I do a jump and then I jump again. I use this little divot in the cloud to put my chin in and then I jump. I try to jump over this onto this solid right here. So like here, I jump again and I jump again. I don't know where the hole is. That's what I do. Oh, so yeah, just go all the way to the end of this floor and then jump up. You're gonna go forward until your face is completely covered. Then you jump forward, walk up a little forward, and then jump up again. When I'm jumping here, I try to jump over this, like here. I jump over this little dip, and then I jump over this little dip. What sucks about this is there's gonna be short and long patterns for how these clouds form. So I don't I don't really know when to YOLO. You kind of just have to feel it. So I'm waiting for a short pattern. That, I don't even know what that is. What the heck? That looked like a good a good one. Okay, that was a short. I'm gonna go on next one. Okay, at the very end, this is a safe spot. And you can jump up and jump up, as long as this cloud is here. Then I'm gonna go here and jump up. This is another safe spot. I'm gonna YOLO all the way to the end. Oh my god, nope. Okay. Just generally speaking, most of the right sides of every cloud is safe. Hey, I don't know if I can salvage this. Whoa, okay. This last jump is stupid. So it's good to wait for this last cloud to spawn, and then you want to get enough momentum, and you're just gonna keep walking. There's a little divot right here at the very end of the cloud. Once you see yourself kind of dipping, that's when you want to hit your jump. I'm gonna try it. So momentum. Oh, there we go. For floor 23, this is actually one of the stages where I'll use the guide for the picture, and I'll just kind of like use experience and muscle memory to get through it, because I'm still not comfortable, and I haven't memorized it yet. When you hit these portals, they're like checkpoints. So if you didn't hit them and you didn't show that, like, obviously it saves time if you don't watch this, but if you like fall over here and you use your hotline to get you back up, then you start all the way from the last checkpoint. So I just do it. Now before you enter this portal, you just want to make sure your sound is on. So I've just had it on because of this video. But this is going to be the music stage. The way I practiced this was with my guildies. We just we had Oz music on in the background. I might get this wrong. Oh, I did get it wrong. What the heck is this one? I'm still not that experienced. So I have the guide has all the music. It's not that one. What the heck? No. Oh, I think it's Elnath. Yeah, I'm done. So that takes like 4 or 5 minutes off your time. How embarrassing. Whatever. Alright. Floor 26. This is where Oz Etiquette comes in. And why it's important, or it's nice for you to be in the Oz Discord to communicate with the rest of your server. Simply because this stage, it takes a long time if you don't have any like setup to start off with. And yes, Totem, I believe it works for those top 2 mobs. So once you get 20 of these slimes, I actually will do a copy and paste of 10, just so it's slightly easier to drop, and that'll summon more slimes. You have to kill 300 of these. So I use 10 to summon slimes by putting them on the altar in the middle. Hopefully you have a summon that could go up here. Just keep killing the mobs. I can't believe I missed Elnath. What the? So embarrassing. And yeah, you can use all your summons here because the next stage is also a jump quest. So I cleared 300. So before you leave the stage, this is the whole etiquette thing I'm talking about. So you want to summon slimes for the next person that's gonna run. So you only need the 2, but I do 3 just to make sure that you can't summon anymore. You get this message. This is another stage where you can avoid traps by doing the same trick. This bush right here, you can push up on it. It's gonna transport you a little bit forward. Saves a little bit of time. And there's one more bush right here that I use. This is an RNG stage. There have been so many times where I haven't gotten the spawn I wanted. But yeah, you have to kill 20 of the bleeds and the snake thingies. Each platform has a little teleport thing by the rock. Nice. Yeah, as you can see, I like my inventory as small. When you expand it, it makes things transparent and you can't see. But you're gonna loot 10 of these powders, and then it'll spawn a little stone that appears on the top left that you're gonna be dropping on the right hand side. There's a certain amount you have to drop on the top right hand side to clear this. Oh, I was so lucky, but it goes up to 7, so I luckily got it where I only need 2. During the boss stage, I jumped down, I pop HS. You can still click this amplifier chest thing. Once you push accept, just try to hit him immediately, and if you can, one-shot him, because he teleports around a lot. So you just want to kill him quick. Now, this stage will say something like, you know, don't attack the fairy. Nah, we just attack. It doesn't matter. Here, I don't know how other classes do it, but we're lucky enough that our bullet can be used across the screen. Makes it super easy. Here you're gonna go to the right of the portal, drop both sets of your keys. Do this until you have 6 of each key. And then you use your hotline to reset the stage. So now you have 6 keys. So here I usually use picture mode just to see where I'm at. Interesting. You do have to drop 1 key at a time for each direction you do. Don't drop them in bulk or you lose all your keys. I think you can only reset this stage a certain amount of times, but 6 keys is always, at least for me, it's always been more than enough. I think that's probably the max you can do anyway. I don't know. So here, sometimes there's not enough of these purple guys up here, but if you have a class that can jump up and rope lift, you could bypass the part where you have to get the 10 leathers just to go up. But you just need either 10 purple leathers just to get through, or you need 10 of the yellow ones just to teleport up. And the problem with the purple guys are they have like some crazy knockback, so if you're lucky enough to be like a class that could rope lift up there with like a high up jump, then good for you. This is probably one of my most hated stages because it just takes too long. But yeah, just use 1 through 4 as your password and just type it out so you can remember it. This this password sucks. It's a lot of jumping. They don't flow very well. Yeah, the password is 8 characters. Yeah, it's just long. This next stage is really bad without a totem or kish. It's because these vulture guys, the Kios, and also these scorpions, they just have really bad spawn. Now this one, you gotta hit the second option to just progress. It's like a bait, so you just can't hold down spacebar. And you just kill the monsters that are displayed on the screen. If you don't have it done already, you want to prep your Oz guide, the Dexless guide, to do some Control F for the quiz stage. I like to get close to him so I could just do the NPC button. Another option 2 kind of thing to progress. So yeah, I just do Control F on keywords and the Dexless guide. I know some of them. I should know this, I'm a freaking Cannoneer. Necro barrel cannon. Sushi house. Wait, Bear Grylls, that's a celebrity. I don't know. What the heck? Another Crimson Bull. Okay. Now the next floor is the actual Scarecrow stage, which is the one that's getting revamped in KMS, which is why I'm doing Oz for sure now as like my priority. So once you get in, you wanna use a rush skill or bait him into the middle here where there's like a fire. So what he did right there was he split. Now I don't want to use my bind when I could potentially hit a split, so I'm gonna just make sure he goes back together. And there he's like pretty much centering the fire. I bound him and now I could wait. I wait 4.5 minutes. And then, yeah, I'll cut this out, but yeah, you wait like 4.5 minutes while he gets stacks of that fire on him, and then you could pretty much one-shot him after that. So I'll be back in a bit. Alright, so it's almost 4.5 minutes. I'm just gonna buff HS for sure. So if I did it right and he was in the fire, he should have 20 stacks and I should be able to one-hit him. This last one, this is, wow, what the heck? That's what's a jump stage. So you actually have to jump from the end of this and just hold right to get to the next platform. Same thing here. So you have no you're at max speed and max jump in this stage. So a lot of the jumps are going to be really far jumps. At this section, you don't want to do that, at least for this first part. And then I skip the fire. Here I wait it out and then I jump as the fire is popping out, so it gives me some momentum. This next platform is kind of hidden right here. So jump onto that, jump onto that, same thing down here. I wait for the downward thing. I already forgot the order I'm trying to say. And yeah, I've somewhat gotten used to it, and that's 41. That's the end. All these other ones, you don't need to do if you just want to rank 2 blocks. Yeah, so this is probably a long run because I messed up that music stage. Yeah, normally I do like 45 minutes with the totem, but it's because I messed up on that music stage and I was explaining some stuff. Alright, so yeah, that's the Oz run. So I try to cap every day off, and then I try to do at least 1 run a day if I do work. Yep, so that's what I'm doing. Hopefully until I get either a roar 4 or a weapon jump S4. Yeah, I'm hoarding boxes. I have 32 right now. I'm gonna open at 100. Just cause. Okay, thank you.